wrecking your life like a southerner who's married to his cousin that poisons trees when his college football team loses. This is the Educated Ignorance Podcast on the For Frequency Sake Podcast Network. It's a great day to be me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 0. The boys are back in town. Dun, 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 dun. Nick Brinks is here. It's a Sunday night. Sunday nights hate to see us coming, and we are here. It is Joe and Nick. The boys are here, and it is the NFL Week 0 Sunday Night Live show. My friend Nicholas, how are you, my friend? It is good to see you.
Good to see you. Doing well. Did Florida State's win yesterday make up for a lot of Florida State pain last year?
I'll tell you what, my man. So yesterday was crazy. I'll tell real quick. So Friday night, the game that I covered got lightning delayed and postponed to Saturday afternoon. So all in the stretch of about 4 hours was the team that I covered winning, which is my alma mater from high school. And this is like their most anticipated season in 2 decades. They're trying to make the playoffs for the first time in 24 years, and they have one of the best teams in their conference. So they won yesterday. Great start. And then while I'm at the coach's house hanging out, we're watching the games, eating. Florida State wins. I will say this. It doesn't make up for 2 years ago, but it was pretty damn good vindication. And at the end of the day, yesterday, for the first time in a long time, the sport that I love, it loved me back.
I'm thinking about, what was it, 2 years ago when their quarterback that got hurt and that just derailed everything for the next year plus, right before the bowls
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, he gets hurt. They
Joe
still
was
win.
a sad man 2 years ago.
They go to Florida and win with his backup. The backup gets a concussion in the Florida game. They play the ACC title game with the third stringer who gets his knee blown out in that game. They're basically running the Wildcat. They still win, and then they get left out. Yeah, not fun. And then they go 2-10 last year. Was not good. But yeah, yesterday was great. Yesterday was an all-timer. I can't even lie. It was one of the best days I've had in a long time.
I just had Florida State plus 13 or 14.5 as the third leg of a winning parlay. So I was happy.
There you go.
I was happy for you, Joe.
Thank you. I
And for
appreciate
me.
that. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you cashed as well. We're big fans. We're all in this together, as I say. Yeah, man. It's crazy because it's not that they just won. They legit beat the shit out of them for 60 minutes. Like, they belt-assed Alabama in their own crib. Like, or not in Alabama's crib. Like, Alabama came to Florida State's house, and the dog got walked. And I never would have expected that. I thought that game could have went a billion ways yesterday, and that never would have been. That was never a thing that came to my mind.
I enjoyed the statistic that was something like Alabama as 14-point favorites under Nick Saban, 130-2 or whatever it is. And now, since Nick Saban's been gone, they have lost outright 4 times as 14-plus favorites. And Joe has a slinky, and I have questions.
What? This is like my little fidgets. This is like my little fidget spinner.
I've never seen your slinky before.
I
want to see your slinky, Joe.
You want to see my boing boing boing? Listen, man. He said he's got a slinky, and I have questions, and it's even got a little. It's got a little smiley face on it. You know. I fit this. So you know how the background's a little bit different. I mean, the penguin's there now. You can't see like you used to be. This used to be the background, right? The Monopoly Man and the Scrooge McDuck picture.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But I moved because I don't work from home anymore. I got a new job a few months ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We can talk more about that off air instead of me asking you the questions that I want to ask and people that don't care.
So
to hear about Joe's job.
Exactly. There's a job that, So I moved. The podcast desk was over there. It's now here at the normal work desk. And here was this was what I used to fidget like during work, taking phone calls. Now it's over here. The thing I used to fidget with when we did podcasts is over there somewhere still. It was like a Lego maneuver thingy. So I don't have that now. Now I have the Slinky. And yeah,
So you basically moved from point A to point B in your room, kind of like this. Now here's a guy
exactly.
that got a new job and a new desk. And God, he's a Patrick Mahomes of job movers. I tell you what.
I tell you what, man. So not exactly. Look, I had this desk. This desk existed. There's 2 desks in here. I basically just moved to a new side of the room. That's why the light, like I've got a web. This what I'm using here is a webcam. It's got a little light. I got to have the light on, which I've finally gotten used to the light being on in my face. Because if I didn't,
really brings
I would
out the soul in your eyes.
The soul?
Yeah.
More like the soul being gone, like I'm dead inside. So
however you want to be.
Okay. See, we're all here. We're cooking with peanut oil. All right. Here's what's on the docket today. We don't have NFL football to talk about, but we've got, from today, but we do have football in general to talk about because in 4 days, that thing gets kicked off, if you know what I mean. So, as always, on the Week 0 Sunday show, what we do, we're going to do our favorite win totals locks. The spreadsheet's been released. People are still filling it in. So we're going to give our favorite win totals. What unders do we like the most? What overs do we like the most? Et cetera, et cetera. We're then going to give our playoff ins and outs. So we're going to take teams that made it last year to miss it. And we're going to say who do we think that missed it is going to get in. All fun shenanigans. And then the return of the world famous Guess the Lines. And the crowd goes bananas. All right. So, are you ready to rock and roll, my friend?
I've been born ready.
He has been.
Okay. It's a yawn. It's past my bedtime.
Bro, this is week 1 of 24. You better buckle up, buddy.
Our boy Chandler is back as well.
Really? No way. I missed him. Yes! He's alive!
Now, I can't remember. Is this our Australian friend?
I can't remember.
They all run together. They all run
isn't
together.
He from isn't Chandler Italian or something?
Maybe. I'm sure he'll let us know.
That my best friends. Chandler, it is your best friends. We are here. It is so good to see you, my friend. It was so funny because I don't know what made me. Sometimes I'll go back and watch some of our old shows. A lot of it, I'm going to be honest, a lot of it has to do sometimes with me trying to find out what I've used for the back in your life introduction. Because some of them are just funny. It's funny to see what pops people and what doesn't. And one of these shows that I went back and watched it was a playoff show, and Chandler commented, and I thought I swear to God, man, I thought this was like a week or 2 ago. I was like, I wonder how he's doing. I hope when we start back up here in a few weeks, he will be watching. And he is. So my heart has grown 3 sizes. This is a grade A weekend if it wasn't already. All right. Favorite win totals. By the way, if you're watching this, like the video if you like the video on whatever platform you're watching. If you get the chance to, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. We got so much great content for real on this network. We got wrestling shows. We got multiple shows talking about football. We've got great gambling content. The Golden Ticket Show comes out every week. Go follow our Substack for frequency's sake. I got to find that. I got to give you all the actual link. It is for frequencysake.substack.com. I will do everything in my power to make sure that I put the link in the bio, in the comments before the day is done. we've got we've got so much stuff that we put out on that platform. We've got if you still haven't done a fantasy draft, we are literally tomorrow will be the final post of our fantasy forecasts. We did one for every single team. And we've got write-ups for betting for throughout the week. We've got newsletters. We've got pregame, previews for college stuff. It's going to lead now into the NFL as well. We've got so much great content on the Substack, so please go check that out. I will make sure to post the link to that in the comments section on YouTube before the show is over. We really would appreciate it if you go subscribe to that, because we do put a lot of work into that, and we think it's a lot of good stuff. The guys over on the Golden Ticket Show, Don, Danny, Kev, Steve, those guys do a bunch of great stuff, and it's been a blast to work with them over the last month or so. All right, Nick, let's get after it. Win totals. You filled the sheet out at the end of the week. How confident when you started to finally dive into the season as you do? How confident are you when you're seeing the board, when you're looking at certain things with your takes as we lead into the 2025 NFL season?
Probably 4 out of 10. Not super confident, but I feel like there's enough low-hanging fruit on there that I can't call it a complete 0.
Still feel good enough to whip my ass and guess the lines again?
Absolutely. I gotta defend my title.
I have to redeem myself. So we're gonna go through it. I've got 6 that I feel really good about. How many did you go through and pick out as ones that you liked the most?
Let's see. There's the 1, 2, 3. I'll say in the 3 to 6 category.
Okay, good. All right, I don't think that I even did that right. I'm trying to post something here. There we go. Well, I don't know. All right, so let's go. All right, I will go first. I was trying to post this and I screwed it up. Chandler here commenting, by the way, saying I am Italian.
All right.
Glad you remember. Yes, sir. I'm doing good, Joe. Hope you're as well. Can't wait for a long season with you guys. Thank you so much, my friend. We really do appreciate you being here. It's a blast to be hanging out with you again. All right, let's get busy with it. So I've got my first one. Listen, we're all about gimmicks on this show, right? We're all about sticking to it. I mean, then the first one, it has to be, hey,
he's running them down.
We're back, baby. Hair's blowing in the wind.
If they don't suck, this should be easily attainable.
Jags over 7.5. We're back like we never left. Jags over 7.5.
The division with a couple of duds like the Colts could be.
Upgrading coaching. They added some weapons. They go get Travis Hunter. Who knows? What if everyone's acting like all anyone's talking about, Nick, is the negatives of Travis Hunter. What if Travis Hunter is the best player in the world? What if he is just Shohei Ohtani, but for football? Maybe not as dominant on both ends, but what if he's just an ultra playmaker that can play 100 snaps a game? What if? I'm not saying that does for record keeping sake, that does not have to happen to actually, hit this over. I think personally what's going to happen is in one of the first couple games of the year, Hunter's going to go nuts. He'll have like a huge receiving game and have an interception. Everyone will be losing their mind. And then he'll kind of he'll tail off a little bit. And then all in all have a pretty good season. But I think he's a good player. Where he'll shine the most, I'm not too sure. But just in general, I love Trevor Lawrence, of course. I think he's due to have a bounce back year. I love Liam Cohen. Their receivers are great. Their running backs could be good. If Liam Cohen as the new head coach, he was the OC for the Bucs last year. I really love what they did there. Their defense worries me, yes, but I'm hoping they can score their way out of some problems. It is a bit risky, But in this division, their schedule is manageable. I feel like this level of coaching upgrade can get the Jags back to competing at 500 and competing for a playoff spot. What do you think, Nick? Yay or nay? Is this a good one?
I can dig it. I felt like they were one of, if not the biggest underachievers last year. And everything you said there makes sense. New pieces, new coach. Help Trevor find his mojo. I like it. I think we're good there.
His mojo Jojo.
And the other thing too, you got the Titans in your division, and who knows what the Colts are going to be. They have no idea what they want to be this year. They've got their generational quarterback that they thought when they drafted last year. He's turned out, well, the shortest of short leashes, and he's maybe on his way out of Indy.
What a disaster that is, right?
The Colts organization doesn't give a whole lot of confidence right now. So, yeah, one of the weaker divisions as usual, the AFC South. Jags could be in a position to take advantage of that this year. If nothing else, there could be a couple, 3, maybe easy wins there, hopefully, for you anyway.
Our guy Chandler is saying Panthers beating Jags week 1. They could very well do that. It could be interesting. Let me see here. Can I? No, it's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm trying to We'll figure this out. Okay. One more for you real quick, and then I'll let you give one out. This is mean, but Browns under 4.5. They're not winning 5 games. I don't care. I'm locking it up. They're terrible. I think under 4.5. If this was 5.5, I would adore it. But listen, sometimes you just got to take stuff and run with it. 4.5, we're going under, and I think they clear the worst team in the AFC by a mile, and they clear the worst team in the league outside of one other team. Like, I think there's a canyon-sized gap between them, one other team, and the rest of the field.
On the other side of the conference, or the other side of the league, I suppose, you mentioned 5.5. That's the Saints. For pretty much the same things you're talking about, I'm taking their under as well. I've got them as the worst team in the NFC. What did they improve on in the offseason besides maybe head coach, or at least a coaching change? Hopefully that can do something for them. But when you go into week 1 with Spencer Rattler as your quarterback, I don't have a whole lot of faith in you. And unlike the Browns, you're getting that extra game to go for the under. So I'm taking the Saints under 5.5. I feel like one of my strategies in my survivor picks this year will be seriously considering who is ever playing the New Orleans Saints. Bottom of that division by far. I actually think the Panthers could be spicy this year. I've got them over 6.5. That's not one that I'll talk about in detail here, but Bryce Young's he really stepped up at the end of last season, I thought, and I think they've got I think they've got the potential to not necessarily make a push for the playoffs, but maybe surprise some people. And you got the Saints as the doormat of that division this year. I think they'll be walked all over most of the season, as they were a lot of last year, and they somehow won five games before the wheels just absolutely came off and Carr was done for the year and all that. So
remember when they put up like 40 remember when they scored like 80 points in the first 2 games?
Was that last season?
That was last season.
Oh my God. Talk about the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. They went 3-12 the rest of the way.
They put up 40 in week 1 against Carolina. They put up 40 plus against Dallas and then died.
So you're telling me they had those 80 points the first couple weeks, won 3 games the rest of the way. I don't see any world where this team puts up 40 points over 2 weeks to start the season.
Yeah. By the way, I'm on this as well. Like, I'm locking them up under 5.5 as well. Like, they're terrible. Dead cap University. Their quarterback situation is a disaster. they have no like their weapons. Like they got a couple guys you'll take. Like you'd take Kamara and Olave. Their O line is a couple pieces, but like their defense, they're ripped to shreds. Like be, teams with this much dead cap money don't win games. It's just how it works.
Taysom Hill can't save them.
That he can't. All right, fire off another one.
Let's go with mate. You asked for my most confident picks. I probably wouldn't say this is one of my most confident, but I'm going to throw it in anyway, just to put it out in the universe. And maybe and actually I will say it's probably mostly wishful thinking, part of it anyway. But I do have the Chargers over 9.5. But I also have them as the division winner in that AFC West this year.
I saw that.
I'm probably trying to continue my 2024 anti-Chiefs bias and trying to will it into existence. It finally paid off in the Super Bowl. So we're just going to roll with it here in 2025 to start the new season. But the Chargers, I thought they were I would say they were quite a bit ahead of expectation in year one of the Harbaugh experience. I feel like they'll get better, or at least finish in the same ballpark. So I'll say my over is my confident pick. The division is more just for the lulz.
To comment on that, I like the Chargers more than another team in the NFC West that I didn't lock up, but I will have missing the playoffs. I'm sure you can do process of elimination on that.
Definitely the Raiders, right?
Totally, yeah. I'm going to actually talk about them here in a second. The Chargers are interesting. By the way, for the Chiefs, you could tell me about 5 or 6 different outcomes for how this season goes, and I would say yes, that is on the cards. Like if you told me that their defense kind of regressed and the one score regression kicked them right in the nuts and they went like 11-6 or 10-7, made the playoffs but didn't make but didn't win the division for the first time in a long time. Like I could see that happening. If you told me the offensive line issues are fixed, and Mahomes is good, like awesome again, and they went 15-2 again, but this time instead of because of weird luck, it's because Mahomes is the best player alive again, and he wins MVP. I could see that happening. You know what I mean? So like I have zero feel on what the Chiefs are going to be. For the Chargers, though, I don't hate that. I hate that pick. I think I have them over as well, but it's a slight over. Staying in the AFC West, though, I got the Raiders over 6.5. Now, I don't have them as a playoff team, spoiler alert, but I just think that 6.5 is too low. They've got too many good players to win 6 games. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, this team is going to win 7 games or 8 games. I don't think they'll go over that, but there's a better, like 7-10 is more. At the end of the year, if the Raiders finish 6-11, like someone had to like Geno had to miss a significant amount of time. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with this team. I love the Geno pickup. Genty's gonna be a good player. The Pete Carroll signing or the Pete Carroll head coach move. They get Chip Kelly to come back to the NFL to be their offensive coordinator. They have some studs on defense. Obviously, they have Max Crosby. Their O-line is solid. So yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I think I'm very like 6.5 just seems a bit insulting. So that's why I'm over on the Raiders.
I'm taking the over on the Bengals 9.5.
Okay.
They found so many ways to lose winnable games last year because their offense could score 40, but their defense couldn't stop 41. That kind of deal. Do I think that happens again this year? No. They won 9 games last year. They should have won 13, 14 games based on offense alone. So I'm kind of taking this one as saying The offense is not going to have troubles. Defense can't be much worse. I think they can get at least one more to get to 10, even if you're still losing some dumb games. But I feel like a 9-win season for the Bengals was a floor last year. They are way too talented. They have an MVP caliber quarterback that if they just win a few more games, he's in the conversation instead of just putting up gaudy numbers and a bunch of losses. So yeah, give me the Bengals over 9.5 wins this year.
Yeah, like I understand their defense was terrible, but like they lost some games in some really stupid fashion. They should have won both Ravens. They should have won both Ravens games. They should have beat the Chargers. Like that's 3 games right there that it's like how on earth did these not go our way? There's plenty more if you the Chiefs game in week 2, they lose that one on that pass interference call at the end of the game. So there's the Bengals they gotta start the season better, man. If they can actually have a good start to the year for once in their goddamn life, like they play the Browns and who do they play in week 2? Like they have a layup start to the season. Who do they play in week 2? They play. Come on, looking at my sheet here.
And while
I
you
guess
look,
it's not a layup. It's not a layup. They play the Jags in week 2, but they play the Browns in week 1. If they can't start 1-1 or 2, like, but the Jags come to them, like, brother, if y'all lose to the Browns week 1, fire Zach Taylor like next Monday.
let's not forget how the Bengals started their season last year, though. Just killing everybody in survivor pools across the nation. I think was that the Patriots beating them week 1.
Yeah, the Patriots with Jacoby
that
Brissett in Cincinnati.
that should never have happened.
No.
So I don't expect that kind of letdown at the beginning of the season from Cincinnati. I mean, if you lose all the 38-35 games last year, but you beat the Patriots, you're at 10 games right there. So yeah, I'm taking their over. I think they'll be back in playoff contention and division contention.
Here's the link to our Substack, by the way. It is in the comments and posted out. We would really
should make it a QR code.
It's on another person's like thing, and I'd have to go get it. And it will be posted as a QR code. It'll be put up as a QR code. Again, we have it on another channel where we're able to put it. I don't have the way to post it, so that's on me for not being technologically gifted. I've got 2 more. How many do you got?
1, 2.5.
All right. Cowboys under 8.5. Should we rip the Band-Aid off and talk about it?
Well, thankfully they re-signed Micah Parsons. Everything's good to go. Oh wait, never mind.
Oops. Whoops. They re-signed DaRon Bland today, though. Good job, Jerry.
Good job.
Here's the thing. I'm glad that one of these moves by him finally bit him in the ass. He tried to do it with CeeDee Lamb. He tried to do it with Dak. Both times they capitulated and signed. Doesn't mean trade him to the Packers, Jerry, for nothing. I'm not going to yell. It's week 0. I don't want to yell. I'm not mad. But if I imagine being a Cowboys fan, like other than the fact that you're a Cowboys fan and you probably already hate a bunch of stuff, like, bro.
Outside of their division, who is their biggest rival in the NFL? And I would probably say the Packers, just for the sheer number of playoff heartbreaks that they have dealt the Cowboys over the last decade and a half. How do you trade that player to that team? How do you not ship him off to the AFC or some bottom dweller? The Cardinals. You have no connection to the Cardinals. Who gives a shit about the Cardinals if you're the Cowboys? But the Packers? Really?
Or the I don't know, man.
I
I don't know.
And I'm also curious from Parsons' perspective. I think he only made what, $2 million more a year with his Green Bay deal than what he wanted out of Dallas or something. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I thought I saw something where it broke down what he turned down from Dallas to what he'll get from Green Bay. And it's not much. And then when you consider Texas has no state income tax, Wisconsin does, like, it's almost a wash. So
I don't think he wanted to leave. But Jerry
a
did.
couple $1 million was enough to not want to re-sign.
Jerry handled this so wrong. He negotiated with Parsons and not the agent and thought it was okay. And he was so hubris about it. I'm glad he got bit in the ass, honestly, even if it is at the sake of maybe my team because he traded to the fucking Packers. But whatever. I'm not even mad about him going to Green Bay because we'll see. Green Bay's weird. It's one of two things. It's like I made the take. I don't know if you heard it or not. I said Green Bay's the most overrated team in the league. Because they don't have any blue chip players and they never are like, when are they going to beat a team that's, elite? Which last year they beat all the mid to bad teams, and all the teams, like, they go 1-5 in their division. They get smacked in the dick by the Eagles twice. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with Green Bay. I think this Parsons thing, like, it could just be the guy that they need. Just they needed that one superstar that kind of links everything together. And this team's going to be a nightmare now. Or this team is going to be a team that looks like a team who's paying two guys on their cap $100 million, and the rest of the team is like a bunch of B minuses. That's where I don't know. I changed my prediction with them in the win totals. I had them under and missing the playoffs, and I have them still in because I respect Parsons that much, and I don't think the team's that off. I just predicted that they would regress a bit, but if my original take kind of still hits, even with the Parsons move, I wouldn't be shocked. But so I don't know. But the big story is Dallas. Like, they completely screwed that up. So all in all, Dallas under 8.5. And my last one is the Niners under 10.5. It's the most ridiculous win total in the history of time. Just, I'm gonna be point blank easy money. Like, I've said it, we said it a bunch already. Nothing more needs to be said. It's embarrassing that this line's that high.
I missed who it was.
For San Francisco under 10.5.
Talk about underperformer from last year.
Yeah, like, I get it.
You kind of projected it to happen.
Who did? What do you mean?
You did. I think I remember you saying it's going to be a bad year for the 49ers.
That they were the year from. Yeah, I predicted them last year as my year from hell team, and I kind of predicting Green Bay is that this year, and who knows? Maybe this year I'll probably fall flat on my ass, and Green Bay is going to win the Super Bowl.
My wife and her family would certainly be happy.
That they would. All right, you got a couple more. Fire them off.
I'm going to go Bills over 11.5. I just don't see anything slowing them down that much. They got to 13 last year, so they can still get to 13 or 12 to cover this one. Patriots should be better than last year. Jets probably in a similar ballpark. Dolphins likely regressing. And it doesn't matter if the Dolphins have a good year or a bad year. The Bills are going to murder them anyway. Unlike the Patriots, Miami, if they're having a good year or a bad year, they can still beat the Patriots, but they cannot beat the Bills. It just doesn't happen anymore. Josh Allen is he's their kryptonite. So chalk it up. There's an easy 2 right there. Josh Allen is he's good. I wish he was my quarterback. I would take him in a heartbeat. And
that'd be cool, right?
Sign me up.
Wouldn't that be fun?
The Bills and to win the division.
And
no question asked.
You got one more?
I had the Ravens written down here. over 11.5. Not as confident in that one, but I do think they'll still be good enough to win the division. It should be a Ravens Bengals showdown. They'll probably pick one off from each other if I had to guess. But yeah, I'll take Ravens to win that division and to clear 11.5. They're just, to me, they're too good. And they
Right.
lost, like the Bengals last year, in different ways. The Ravens kind of lost some stupid games last year too. There were some games that they really should have won.
So I don't know if you saw my $100 picks when I did the NFL futures. Brother, this is some juice. Listen to this. Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City to make the playoffs was minus 119.
Say it again. Buffalo who?
Buffalo, Baltimore, and Kansas City. Minus 119. And then Philly, Baltimore, and Kansas City was plus 105. Which just like those odds. Like, and then Buffalo, KC, and Philly to win their division was plus 390. So like just those little things there, like my thought process in the AFC is Buffalo, Kansas City, and even though I said earlier like the Chiefs are a bit like you can tell me a few different scenarios, I still think they're really awesome. I think Buffalo, Baltimore, and Kansas City clear the field for me in the AFC, and the rest of the teams kind of have to prove it to me. So like I just wanted to throw that out there with those. All right, in and out from the playoffs. I've gotten missing the playoffs. Steelers, very simple. Vikings, sorry, Jordan Rangel. Remember last year when we were on this exact show talking about like counting the wins for the Saints? Like, and there were like, or for the Vikings, excuse me, and there were like two of them. We're like, their schedule is so hard, and Sam Darnold is bad. Well, who has two thumbs? Who has two thumbs? Continues to doubt Kevin O'Connell and is a dumbass. This guy.
And who's doing it again this year?
This guy. So yeah, we're gonna keep spinning that wheel till we're just gonna keep it
all in for the vibes.
We're gonna keep betting red. We're just gonna keep betting red at the roulette table. Eventually, it's gonna hit. Commanders on today's episode of Regression hits you in the balls. Here are six wins in a row via last play, or 6 wins on last year via last play shenanigans. Here is a historic 3rd and 4th down conversion rate. Oh, look at all this regression that's happening to me. I think the Commanders are going to miss the playoffs. And then lastly, but not leastly, the Denver Broncos missing the playoffs. I did a gimmick today. We did the morning show at there's a card show in town here, like collectibles. It was me, Doug, and DJ, and our boy CZ was with us from the Card Subject to Change. You would know because you obviously did their intro, which I'm going to be on there. Shout out to them. Watch the show this week for the Wrestlebacks. And I said the Broncos were gonna miss. I talked about how the Broncos are a team people are too high on this year, and I was like, here are all the I went on one of those tangents. I was like, here are all the quarterbacks that their so-called vaunted amazing defense beat last year, and I was like, their quarterbacks they beat last year was Doug, DJ, me, CZ, and I start like pointing people out that are walking around like this girl over there in the walking boot, this kid over here with with Charizard Pokemon cards. It was hilarious. So yeah, I think the Broncos are going to miss the playoffs. So I have 4 teams out. I have 4 teams out.
I need to pull up a list. I need to see the field in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do that real quick. Because asking me to recite all 14 teams that made the playoffs last year, that would be a challenge in my my late night mind.
Well, listen. This is like our preseason. We're getting the kinks out, bro. Next week we're going to get better day by day. Day by day. What in the world?
All right. So were you done then? Is it my turn to pick who I think misses from the field last year?
Correctamundo Babalundo.
I would say Vikings.
Jordan Rangle hates this podcast.
Yeah. Again, just keep proving us wrong. Go for it.
Exactly. Who has 4 thumbs and keeps doubting the Vikings?
And one slinky.
These guys.
As I look here, yeah, Broncos. They would be the natural pick there.
You can have as many or as little as you want. Here, by the way,
yeah, I don't. Jesus, I totally forgot that the Steelers got in as a 6th seed last year. That's unbelievable.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much fun that was? Remember when they were 10-3? Remember how much fun we were having?
Was that last season?
That was last season.
Jesus, I had that already put out of my brain.
Last year was terrible, bro.
Ugh.
I hope that, like, yesterday was awesome, but I hope this isn't some shrewd thing where it's like, haha, got you, bitch. Last year was the worst football year of my life, and I love this sport. Like, I would like to just enjoy my time, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have a good time.
So yeah, I'll make those my picks. I think
that's it. Only 2 out.
Did I say Steelers, Broncos, Vikings 3?
Oh, you got Broncos out too.
Yeah. I'll leave Washington in.
Okay.
But yes, if anybody is due for a hangover, it's got to be them. They check all the boxes. Sophomore slump, winning everything by the skin of their teeth, overachieving like crazy down the stretch. If there's a box to check, they have checked it in the regression category, but I'll have a little faith.
There you go. You're a better man than me. All right. I have making the playoffs. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Really running them down.
Running them down, baby. We're back. Wild card time. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Low-hanging fruit there. I would agree there. For show.
You know, hey, you know what they say. You bet red until it hits. I have the Chicago Bears making the playoffs. Ducks, don't hit me. Here's the thing. We've run the numbers. We've run the numbers.
We have the clipboards.
Somewhere there's a clipboard. At the end of the day, man, like I said, do you know, listen, Nick, we've gone through so much together, you and I, over the last couple of years. So much. Do you want to know what is always going to be one of, at worst, the 3 best moments of our friendship, of our relationship, of our podcast, of our media marriage? Is on Thanksgiving when you texted me, now I understand why you bitch about coaching so much. The Bears having good coaching is like worth 5 wins, bro. I swear. It just is. It just is. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I am saying this out loud. If they go 9-8, miss the playoffs, but Caleb is awesome, then the offense looks great, and they just happen to miss the playoffs, I'll be happy. I don't need everything given to me. Okay? I just want to kill myself once a week. That is all. And the problem last year is
every week.
And I wanted to kill myself 3 times a week. Fridays were terrible. Saturdays were terrible. Sundays were the worst.
He killed himself so much that he came back to life.
Exactly. I was a living...
It is Jesus Winkle.
I'd kill myself all weekend. I had 3 days to reincarnate, and by Thursday, we're back to do it again, bitches.
Capture that shit.
Yeah. Guess who's at it again? DJ
It's
get there.
Tuesday. That means he'll be back.
It's Thursday. You know what that means. DJ, get the TikTok camera. And then lastly but not leastly, okay. Calm down. Calm down. I need everyone in the building to calm down. 360 something days ago, we were on this exact show, and I told all of you that the team going into the season, quarterbacked by this man, their team was going to be terrible. I'm telling you this year, I think they might win their division. I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks to make the playoffs. I thought it was just a Geno Smith thing. I thought he was my guy. He didn't write back. Geno, I love you. He's on the Raiders now. I still love me some Geno. I'll never quit Geno. But do you know what it is? I think it's those neon colored jerseys, man. They're throwbacks. They're so slick. The weird blue with the gray helmet, the masks and stuff. I can't quit the Seahawks. The Pacific Northwest, my home away from home. I've got the Seahawks making the playoffs. I have talked myself into this over the last week or so. The NFC West, dude, it's such a weird division. I think the Niners are overrated. I was dead set on the Rams being the ones until like the last month where everyone's saying how Matthew Stafford's back is about as good as a 90-year-old's. Now, I think there's a world that exists where that is some, them being mischievous or whatever. But I just got a feeling one of the Cardinals or the Seahawks are going to win this division. And I love both teams. I really do. How many times did we come on here last year and I kept telling you about how much I love the Cardinals? And the Seahawks, I love their new OC, Clint Kubiak. Their run game is going to be awesome. Darnold just has to do enough. And Mike McDonald is a head coach. Their defense is going to be nasty. I've got the Seahawks making the playoffs.
I've got a problem here because I took 2 AFC teams out and 1 NFC team out.
Correct.
I'm having an easier time finding NFC teams to fill the 1 slot than I am finding AFC teams to fill 2 slots. The Bengals, they're my low-hanging fruit. I've got them as one of my 2 in the AFC. And on the other side, I also like the Cardinals, but just to mix it up, I'm going to take the Falcons. I think they are a team that could make a playoff run this year. They got really close last year at the end. They were in contention. So I'll take the Falcons, but again, you could not fool me by saying Seattle or Arizona is a bad choice. I think of those 3, it has to come from those 3.
So you like the Bucks? You like the Bucks?
Yeah, I still like the Bucks.
NFC South, right?
Yeah, I like the Bucks there.
Me too, baby.
But I think Atlanta's in a wild card scenario. On the AFC side, though, outside of Cincinnati, I'm trying to see here. I don't trust anybody in the AFC East outside of the Bills. AFC West, if I'm knocking the Broncos out and I'm already putting the Bengals in, I've still got the Steelers. I don't know if I have anybody to replace them, so I might have to take the Jaguars by default as the next team up, or maybe Miami won't suck quite as bad as we kind of feel like they could be, or where we feel like a 7 or 8 win team is their season ceiling. Maybe they're able to sneak out a couple extras.
There's a world where they're just like 10-7 again, and like kind of good, right? Like they won 8 games or 9 games last year.
8.
They won 8 games last year. 2 have missed like a third of the season. Then like they were bad. I mean, I don't think they're the problem. Problem I have is the O-line's abysmal. The defense,
and they didn't really do anything to fix it. That's frustrating.
But like they got dudes, like they've got a top heavy roster. Can the guys that got hurt at the end of 2 years ago, which let's be real, was their shot. That 2 years ago was their shot and they missed it. But were the guys that were like hurt at that moment, can they bounce back? Can they can Chubb and Phillips be ballers again? You know what I mean? They get Minka back. What's he got left in the tank? So that's, their secondary outside of him though is not good. So you're gonna put Miami down?
Let's
You
do it.
hit
Why
the
not?
flag, for God's sakes.
I know. I'm going in with no faith, so they'll surprise me this year.
That is hilarious.
As I give them my faith here. It makes no
funny.
sense, Joe. It just makes no sense.
That's funny. That is very funny. Okay. So Miami in. That's
Yeah,
so
let's get crazy.
Okay. All right. So that's good. That's great. Okay. So you have making the playoffs, Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Miami. And I have making the playoffs, and you have missing the playoffs, Vikings, Steelers, and Broncos. I have making it Jags, Bengals, Bears, Seahawks, and I have missing Broncos, Steelers, Commanders, Vikings. I'm trying to think who are the other teams that missed that I would even come close to having, because I mean, listen, before Friday, was it Friday or Thursday? Was it Thursday? It was Thursday, right? Before Thursday, I had Green Bay missing the playoffs, but I can't do that now. So
now, for full disclosure, I'm splitting the difference here. I've got Miami making the playoffs, but I took their under of 7.5 wins, so I can't win both of those, Joe.
he's good.
Divide
Lord.
and conquer. It's called diversification.
He's a hedge fund man. Oh my gosh.
The ultimate hedge.
Yeah.
As they win 8 games and miss the playoffs, Joe.
That would be funny. Clip that. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Alrighty. Where are we at? We are pretty good on time so far. Okay. Want to thank everybody hanging out with us. The intro, we don't have the intro this week because reasons. That's why. It'll be here next week. I want to promise you that watch the intro for Guess the Lines. It's sick, bro. But we don't have it yet. Oh, whoops. I accidentally did that again. There we go. Speaking of, are you ready to guess some lines?
Let's do it.
We're back! Oh my God.
Yes,
America's
we're
healing.
back again.
America's healing. Guess the Lines is here for the 2025 NFL season. Last year, the season was won by, in full, it was won by you. You won, this is week 14. So you won 8-5-3. I won the games count 116 to 111 to 42 ties. But you won 11 weeks. I won 6. There was one draw. I got off to a good start, and then you mowed me down. You won the last 5 weeks. So
I got hot.
Yeah, you turned into the man himself. I was leading 5-1, and then all of a sudden you just came alive. So yeah, man, you won the last 8 weeks. Oh God, kill me. It's okay. All right, we're back though. We are back. The Guess the Lines pamphlet is filled out, just like last year. We did the win total Guess the Lines, and I won. What did I win? 11-7, and we had 14 ties. So fun times at Ridgemont High. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Rapid fire for some of them.
Okay. As you remember, we split the games up into categories and blah, blah, blah. We guessed the lines. It's pretty simple. It's all fun and shenanigans until it actually becomes war. First one. We start with Thursday Night Football, the season opener. Dallas at Philadelphia. This game, I wouldn't say it's more or less interesting than it was a week ago, but, no Micah Parsons, so going to be a little bit interesting. Season opener for the Eagles, defending champs. Mr. Brinks, get us started.
We're going to take the Eagles, and I will take 5.5. Did I go too big to start?
No, you went too small.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. We got to do some calibration here.
You got to figure some stuff out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually nailed this. It's 7.5.
Okay.
It is 7.5.
That is what I call putting my sinker out there for you to latch onto, and then I'll reel
exactly.
You back
yeah, you hoodwink the crowd. All right, Friday night.
Shark.
Bingo. Friday night, for the second year in a row, the NFL goes to Brazil.
While we will be calling high school football and can't watch.
Correct. This year it is the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Going to take Kansas City here. On the road, neutral game, so obviously the Chargers can't have the home field advantage.
Would they have it anyway? The mysterious questions all around.
I can't imagine they would, but it'd probably be like 1.5 or something silly like that. I'm gonna take Chiefs. Ooh, it's gonna be tough because they're gonna win by 3 no matter what. But is it gonna be 3.5 or 2.5? That's the question.
That's funny.
We're gonna go 3.5 because they're not gonna cover, but they're gonna win it by 3.
That's so funny because it's Chiefs -3. I overshot this. I said Chiefs 5.5.
There we go. I defaulted to throwing the half on there. I shouldn't have. I had it right in my head.
Yeah.
They're going to win by 3. They're just going to win by 3, Joe.
Last year, I thought I knew. I'm staying. Hey, do not let me, always remind me, middle of each week. Hey, Joe, don't bet on the international games. Just don't do it. Not doing it.
As Joe clicks submit bet on the international games.
Exactly.
Quick side note.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm excited for this week is to play some anytime touchdown parlays. I'm excited to get some nice touchdown parlays going. Let's do it.
You are
do it.
The way you bet, man. I wish I could have your feel for certain things just to ride
Doesn't
it
mean
out.
that I'm doing a good job, but man, it's fun.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. All right. Sunday S tier. Remember, we pick a game. Sometimes it can be multiple, but this week it's only one. Best game of the day, and it cannot be the primetime game. So,
before you say it, let me look at the schedule. Ugh, we got a lot of duds this week.
I don't know. I've only got spoiler alert. I've only got 3 in the Jurassic Park area.
Okay. Well, I would assume it has to be Packers Lions.
Ding dong, that is correct.
Yeah.
We were heading to Wisconsin.
Because I just happened to see Cardinals Saints, Giants Commanders, Browns Bengals, Titans Browns. I'm like, none of this excites me, Joe. Detroit Green Bay. There it is.
There it is. All right. Sunday S tier. Packers hosting the Lions.
Oh man. Are we gonna do this already?
Do
what?
Take
exactly? The Lions as a road favorite.
Oh, okay.
How? 1.5.
So you got Detroit -1.5.
How wrong am I, Joe?
I actually nailed this. Packers minus 2.5.
Okay.
I would
I'm a
love
little off. I'm off by 4 points.
I would love to know though what the line was before like Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
Were the Lions favored by a point or something? You know what I mean? Was the game in the tic-tac zone? Now it's a full 2.5 because of Micah Parsons and probably, casuals are hammering Green Bay. So they adjusted the line. Who knows? Detroit in a sneaky underdog parlay next week on $100 picks. Just saying. Out here. Thinking about it. All right.
Take that money line, Joe. Go big.
Happy Cat Dance. This is the games that are not. Ooh, Danny's watching. He said it was Packers 1.5 plus 1.5. So the line moved 3 points.
Holy moly! I would have been right. I was
You
just
would have been right.
closer anyway.
That is something. That is
Dang.
crazy.
One guy made a 3-point swing.
In fairness, he's one of the 9 best guys alive. In fairness. They went from having no blue chippers to one of the bluest blue chippers. It's just sometimes, but hey, they now have one blue chipper. Check my comments. Oh, wait. So here's the shitty part. I don't know what it is. But sometimes the comments don't post here from my thing. So I got to
I was gonna say I'm not seeing any.
So I got to go to my Facebook page cuz that's probably where all the comments are at. Let's see here. Daniel. There he is. He said, hello. Oh, God. I haven't showed him that yet. I'm going to send you something, and I need your on-air reaction.
Oh, God.
Danny's going to be mad because I didn't send you these yet. So I just want you to know, now that he's here watching this with us, I want you to know that he said this guy looks like you.
Oh, God. Jesus, who the fuck is this going to be?
Oh, you're in such shit.
Is it because I shaved?
No,
Danny?
no, just watch. Just watch that.
Is it a video?
Yeah. We'll pause. 30 seconds for station. It's like a reel. It's like a Instagram reel.
Okay, let's watch it.
Will you be able to hear it?
I will. Do you need to hear it while I watch it? Okay.
I do not, because I need to get it out of my brain. He said this looks like you. No reaction. There's a better one where he goes like, let me see this.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Here we go. Hold on. This is a better one. This is a better one.
I have no idea why. I have no idea why I got it at one point, but I almost have that exact same fucking hat, and I've worn it.
Yes! Oh my god. He goes like, hello, princess. It's terrible. Oh gosh. Danny said, by the way, he said, put it on screen, coward. No!
I don't see the resemblance, Danny. I'm sorry.
Wow. Damn, he got you. Danny, I can't put the comments on the screen. I don't know why. It doesn't show up on this for me. I'm not even lying to you. He also said that NWA, he said the NWI Johnny Smith parlay is going to hit like crack. So he wanted to mention that.
What are the odds on that, Danny? What are the odds?
That he mentioned, I'm assuming he brought that up when you were talking about your anytime touchdown parlays. I don't know why it won't show on the screen for me. That makes no sense. It's stupid, bruh. It does when we do the other ones, but not for this. I don't know why. I don't know if it would if we were on the 4 free. I don't know if we were if it would if we were on the other one. Is it? He said it's Nick. He texted me. He said it's Nick if you took one turn down the wrong path.
Oh God.
There we go.
And nobody has no idea what we're talking about.
No, and that's the best part. They don't need to know. Danny said he got algorithmed by it. So
Nice.
there. Yeah, good on him. That's what he deserves. All right. Moving on. Happy Cat Dance. It's games that are right below Sunday S tier. We really like them. First one is what a game for week 1, and it's got a lot of implications. Bucks at Falcons.
Yeah. Set the tone early as the favorite to win the division, perhaps.
Yeah. Last year when these two teams played in Atlanta, it was a Thursday
Oh my
night.
God, they had some.
And
that was a barn burner.
And Kirk Cousins threw for 5 bills.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mike Penix at home. Season opener. Baker touchdown maker. Just saying, I am the current holder of a 450 to 1. Wait, would it be 450 to 1?
Probably 45 to 1.
Yeah, it's plus 4,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the holder of a 40. I am the holder of a 45 to 1 Ravens Bucks Super Bowl ticket.
Oh.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh, Baker gonna bake. Baker gonna bake.
Actually,
bake,
I think
bake.
it was. I gotta look at the. I think.
Oh,
I lied. Nope, I lied. It's 50 to 1.
Even better.
Bingo.
Even better. God damn. Falcons.
It's in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. I'll go Falcons 1.5.
It is Bucks. What was it? Bucks 2.5.
Damn. Okay.
I have. It's Bucks 2.5. I have.
I wanted to go that way, but then I thought, no, Falcons at home. They could probably spare a point or two.
Yeah, I had the Bucks minus 1.5, and it's minus 2.5.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Next up. Wow, that is a game I'm way off on. Okay, sorry, that's for future reference. Next, Houston and the Rams. This is juicy. Wow. Okay. Go ahead, Houston in LA. I'm way off.
Intriguing. I guess if well, that would probably give it away, I'm sure. But if they're expecting Stafford to not be at 100% or anything,
just in case anything I said screwed with you here, they're predicting this line like Stafford's playing, like no doubt.
Okay. Then I will go Rams 3.5.
Oh wow, you get it. You were a point over. I said, I'm embarrassed. I said, I can't believe this. Okay, so it's Rams 2.5. I said Houston 3.5.
Oh wow.
And it's Rams 2.5.
We both got to do a little calibration.
That's like the only, I mean, there's another one on here where I'm way off, but like that one I was way off on. All right, next up in the last one in this category, Seahawks at home against the Niners, another big one. A couple of these games are big for week 1, man. Divisional games, big games for week 1. So Seahawks at home against the Niners. Why can't I find it? There it is. All right, you're up.
I would think they have to have the 49ers as a little bit of a favorite, aren't they?
Danny said plus 3,150, by the way, for that touchdown parlay.
of Jonnu and Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Well, I'm sure Westbrook-Ikhine and Ikhine himself is like plus 10 to 1 or something, or plus 1,000.
He's going to be like plus 400 just to make the active roster in week 1.
49ers Seahawks. How we feeling here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 49ers 1.5.
Close. It is. I got it dead on the money. It is Niners 2.5.
Okay. I didn't want to make the road team too big of a favorite, but it makes sense.
I kind of use that. Like sometimes for these, like for one like this, I was like, I know what I would maybe pick, but like though this is probably a game because it's a divisional game. I'm going to stay away. But like, I was like, I'm thinking the win totals a little bit. I kind of think of that sometimes when it comes to these early games. All right, next up, mid but still watchable. First one, Carolina Jacksonville. Our buddy Chandler earlier, he already said Panthers going to beat the Jags in week 1. So we know where his loyalties lie here. But Nick, where do the lines lie? Is that a good one? Is that good?
Repeat the game. I missed the game you're talking about.
Sorry, Panthers at Jags.
Okay, Panthers Jags. We're gonna go Jags.
Which, by the way, in a kind of weak noon slate outside of that Tampa Atlanta, because the heavy games are out in the 3:00 slate.
Yeah,
the Houston game and the Niners game and the Lions game are all in the 3:00 slate. For a pretty weak noon slate on week 1, this game could bang. Just throwing that out there.
I was gonna say a lot of years Jags Panthers would not be enticing at all, but this year I still think the Panthers can be punchy.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I think I picked their over. I think 7 wins is,
and I'm looking from a fantasy perspective too. I think Bryce Young has a chance to be way better than where he's drafted, if at all. But yeah, I'm going to take Jags here. We're going to go 4.5.
Ooh, okay. You overshot it. I'm on it today a little bit. Some knock on wood. I nailed this one again. It is Jags -3. That's what I predicted.
3.5 was my other guess, so I would not have picked 3 anyway. That makes me feel better.
So far it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1, 2. All right. Next up, the Raiders. At New England.
God, this is a weird one. These are two teams that should be way better than last year, but were both not good last year. They look way different. At least the Raiders do.
Patriots got a whole new coaching staff. Add Stephon Diggs.
I love Mike Vrabel.
Have a really good draft. Patriots are a team that are being picked by a lot of people to make the playoffs. I'm not one of them, but I think they're going to be very improved.
God, as a Dolphins fan, it's hard to root for the Patriots ever, but I do love Mike Vrabel as a coach.
Yeah.
So I can't say I'm not wishing him a little success. Just not at the Dolphins' expense. But I will go. I'm gonna just give him the old home field advantage here. Patriots 2.5.
Attaboy. Pat, you nailed it. I said 1.5. It's 2.5.
But yeah, this game could be low key, kind of fun,
and a very important game. Like both of these teams, I think are gonna. These two teams are gonna have 7-seed aspirations eventually. At some point, we will be like, "Oh, look, the one of these two teams are in the hunt," or "Wow, this team's the 5 seed," and like this game could be a launching point for that. Raiders having to go cross country to make the trip too. Tough spot for them. Gino loves winning up there in New England though. Next, Steelers at Jets. The Aaron Rodgers revenge game, the New York Jets revenge game on Aaron Rodgers. Who really knows? But Steelers at Jets, week 1 in New York.
Oh man, they certainly don't make these week 1 games easy to figure out. I think I will take Steelers as the favorite on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
Nice, we tied. I said 2.5 as well, and it is 2.5.
Look at that.
Good
On
job.
the money. As Alan Jackson once said, right on the money.
For some reason today, I thought Alan Jackson sang "I Love This Bar." I don't know why.
Not quite.
No.
He did sing It's 5 o'clock somewhere, though.
Okay. That's on me. Next up, Giants at Commanders. The spice meter for this game in the 7s. Just throwing that out there.
Are you telling me I should go Commanders -7?
Are the Giants another leg of the underdog parlay for $100 picks? Stay tuned to find out this week.
I would imagine, judging by all the other games, this feels like one of the bigger spreads of the week. But we haven't seen anything too crazy. I mean, so far, what's the biggest spread we've got? Like 4.5?
Eagles 7.5. But they're the defending champs at home.
Oh yeah,
and their power rating is literally broken.
Yeah. So the NFC East has the duds of the week for spreads anyway.
More or less.
But yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna take your bait. I don't know if you meant to or not, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Commanders -7.5.
Oh, damn! You said 7.5.
Yeah.
You should say 7, so I don't feel as bad.
I was leaning 5.5, but then I didn't know what the fuck you meant by your 7s.
I know I fuck with you. All right, you said 7, not 7.5, because that means we tie. Because I said I said 6. It's 6.5. And I did not mean to misguide you there.
But that's okay, because I was leaning 5.5, and I would have fucked it up either way.
That is fair. So fine. There we go.
I'll give it to you.
I'm gonna just take it from you later anyway, dickhead. Okay. So that's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. He gives me a lead, and then once we get to October, he starts cheating. Not really.
No cheating.
You'll
here,
man. You'll never beat the "you have FanDuel up on your computer" tab allegations. Final one in Midwood still watchable. Tennessee and Denver. In Denver. Cam Ward, your first start. Welcome to the NFL.
I was gonna say, so he is locked in as the week 1 starter. I haven't. Yeah, we got the Broncos here. We're gonna go. We're gonna go back to Old Faithful here. We're gonna go 7.5.
And you nailed it. I said 6.5. It is 7.5.
I almost said 6.5.
So backing up here, as to why I said spice level and I think the Giants are going to be incredibly punchy in that week 1 game.
Okay.
That's what I think. Final stretch here. Jurassic Park poop meme. Bengals at Browns. Hold your nose. What does Jurassic Park poop meme mean? Jeff Goldblum, is that who it was? They're in Jurassic Park. He turns around. There's a big pile of shit. And he said, "Wow, that's a big pile of shit." That's Jurassic Park poop meme. It makes you laugh every time.
It makes me laugh every time you have to explain that.
Yeah.
I have to assume this is going to be our biggest road favorite spread of the week. And we are going to go Bengals. You know what, Joe?
Hmm.
I think I'm going to put this pick in the 7s as well. 7.5.
So that's what I thought. I thought the same thing.
Did you go 7.5 also?
I also went 7.5. It's only 5.5.
Okay.
Are the Bengals going to make me lay it again for the third straight year in week 1 and then lose outright? Am I going to lay it on the road in week 1 with the Bengals?
And just get butt fucked? You damn right, Joe.
It's under
You
6.
damn right.
They're dying us. They're dying us to 6-point tease this right now. And then the Browns are going to shove it up our dick hole. Oh, my God.
That won't feel good.
Just not going to be great. Okay. Right now, the score is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2.
6-4 to 2?
Correct. Miami versus Indianapolis. You should get this one. I am 6 points off.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't understand this line, boys and girls. But hey, I don't know why. I also don't know why I did this, but yeah, I'm 6 points off, so you should get this one.
Daniel Jones is the starter.
That he is.
Damn. Now I got to think, which way were you 6 points away?
I need to stop bringing this up before because it fucks with you.
It does, man. It does.
What would the pick have been if I didn't say anything? Because it's just because that's probably closer to being right.
Just even money.
There you go. Colts 2.5. I had Dolphins laying 5.5, and I'm fucking why? It's 1.5. Colts minus 1.5.
Okay.
What's wrong with me?
I can definitely feel comfortable that I would not have taken Miami as a -5 or better favorite, so I should have won that one handedly.
Is this just me thinking? I guess I'm that low on the Colts. Like because of the Daniel Jones move, my power rating for them has plummeted, like into the depths of hell.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That was one of the picks of all time, Joe.
It was. You're making a bit of a comeback here.
All right. Now 6-5.
Yeah, it's getting dicey.
And
Saints.
We do not have the 2 Monday night games this year, right? They've
just
done
one.
Completely.
Just one. What do you mean?
Like where they've got 2 Monday night games on the opening week?
No, it's just one.
I was gonna say I think they kind of did away with a lot of those.
I think there's only like 2 weeks this year where there's 2 Monday night games.
Okay.
3 games left. Last Sunday day game. Say Cardinals at Saints.
Cardinals on the road. We're gonna give them the favorite. We're gonna go 5.5.
God damn it, you dickhead! It is 5.5. I had 6.5.
Yeah,
we're tied.
Yeah, we're back. We back. Hey Joe, guess who's back?
You are
back again.
Thank God that you let me have that one just a bit ago because I am on a losing streak.
It could be 7-5.
It could be
the other way around.
6-6-2. All right, Sunday night. What a game! I mean, good Lord.
Game of the week for sure. In my, I don't think there's another game that I would say has more of a conference championship potential feel than this one.
If you wanted to tell me right now these are the 2 best teams in the league, I would not tell you were wrong. I would not say that at all. Yeah. Ravens at Bills.
I think I'm just going to go. I'm going to go Bills. And I'm deciding between 2.5 and 1.5. I'm going to go and lock in 1.5.
Don't break my heart, you dick. It is 1.5. I had 2.5.
Oh, yeah. Now I give you so what, 7-6-2
Yeah.
with one left.
You are they had us in the first half. We ain't gonna lie, mean right now.
Oh,
Oh my god.
and we get to
Yikes.
end on a Bears pick to make or break your week.
Yeah, pretty
How
much.
about that?
Yesterday was a great day. Today sucks. I'm dead. Rest in peace. Vikings Bears on Monday night. Of course that it has to be a standalone game, right? For my life to be determined next week. That'll be something. I was trying to find something here real quick. So yeah, Bears hosting G1. Okay. Bears hosting the Vikings on Monday night.
I'm going to take the Bears at home. And I'm going to take the Bears for 3.5.
All right, you're cheating. You gave that to me.
What
I
is it?
said Bears 1.5. It's Minnesota minus 1.5
With a rookie, well,
on the road though.
do we call JJ McCarthy a rookie?
Yes, he hasn't played football in a year and a half.
So you're trusting essentially a rookie quarterback on the road, week 1 in his first start.
This
Bold
line, I think,
strategy.
I definitely think this line has moved too, by the way, because I think the Bears once were favored by 1.5.
Well, there we go. We split the week.
That we did.
We got her done.
The final score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Student.
Honestly, only 2 ties is pretty impressive. I feel like we usually have like 4 or 5.
7, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is 1, 2. Yeah, the second half of last year, the scores would be like 5-4 to 6. Like you'd squeak me out by 1, and we'd have a shit ton of ties.
Yeah.
What a way to start the year. A tie. How about it? We're out here. 2 Titans colliding in Guess the Lines warfare.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
Yeah, the Bears.
By the way, Joe, we didn't have a bad Saturday.
Two in a row. How about that, dude, huh?
Whether it's American soil or not.
Hey, man. Hell of a win. Here's the thing. I'm mad at myself for not picking Iowa State against Kansas State because I told myself going into this season, I want to fade America once a week. And I felt like and through 2 weeks I've pussied out. Week 1, week 0, everyone and their dad it felt like was on Kansas State. And I had the question, why? Why is it so lopsided? Iowa State wins. Kansas State, by the way, did not look good, and they barely beat North Dakota. Okay, they might be bad. And then yesterday, everyone and their dad was on Clemson, and LSU beat them. And I couldn't come to the grips. So I need to start fading America once a week. That's kind of where I'm at. So where it'll be this week, I don't know. But Guess the Lines week 1 is in the books. 7-7. Does it feel good to be back?
It feels good to be back, Joe.
That Giants Commanders game. I think them in Detroit, little money, little underdog parlay for $100 picks. Feeling it.
I like it.
It's gonna be fun. Any quick thoughts on the race tonight? Chase Briscoe dominant.
Once again, I hit the next gen car. Fastest car at the end of that race was not the 19. Both cars behind him had him beat, but just because he's got the cleaner air, it doesn't matter. Nobody could pass him all day because he could build enough of a lead, and then yeah. I mean, I'll say he had a good car. You got to have a good car in that situation, but it had potential to be a really fun finish. But I just sometimes it's just so frustrating to watch NASCAR because I know the car leaves so much to be desired, and it kind of ruins it for me sometimes. The heartbreak.
Yeah.
Spoken like a real 60-1 ticket holder of Eric Jones, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're heartbroken.
But either way, even if I had no money on the line, I was disappointed that we couldn't see the faster cars clearly have a chance to pass.
Hell of a day for let me think here. Let me look. Hell of a day for Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
Hell
Good
of a
start to the
day.
playoffs.
Like, he would have to have a disastrous rest of the round to not make it.
Uh-huh.
Shane Van Gisbergen being +3 after Darlington. I don't know if that's good or bad because he entered with so many playoff points because of his 4 wins.
I was gonna say, and he was the second lowest of the playoff drivers today.
So
The only good thing for Shane was he sucked, but a lot of guys struggled. So the damage could have been a lot worse. He could have been like the fact that Logano, Dillon, Bowman, and Barry all finished outside the top 19 or 20. That certainly helped. Fact that guys like Chase Elliott, Bell, Byron, Larson, even like I had to look. Larson finished like 20th. He was 5th to 10th all day long. I don't know what happened at the end. But yeah, a lot of guys had bad days. Some by incident, others by who knows what. But yeah, SVG probably fortunate that he's still up 3 considering he finished outside the top 30.
Josh Berry, gotta feel for him.
What a rough start, and to be only down 19, that's another testament to the fact that they didn't like the field, they didn't like the world on fire. They're everybody else, so he's still got enough. He's got more in the tank for hopes than I would have expected. Good night for my boy Chastain. Tough finish though. He ran top 10 all day. Literally the only time in the whole race that he wasn't top 10 was like the last 3 laps. But he had to save fuel, and he dropped a bunch of spots late because they didn't get it full somehow. But it's all right. Good points day for him. He's in a good spot in the cushion.
Any early favorite to win the title? If it's not a Penske, like if we can get to Phoenix and neither one of the 2 Penskes, I don't think. Like if Blaney and Logano are not in the Final 4, which
and honestly, I will say, I have no problem with a Blaney Final 4 and championship this year because he has had a lot of bad luck, and he's still finished second in the regular season. And I would arguably say he's been the fastest car this year a lot of times and didn't get the finishes that he deserved. There were some races that I think he should have won, and something happened. So Logano getting to Phoenix again would be total BS. He has not had a Final 4 caliber season at all. But I would say I would have no problem saying Ryan Blaney. I would say there's like 6 guys where I'm like, if these are the Final 4, I'm good with that. There's not a group of 4 that I say this has to be the 4, because I think there's like 6 guys ish that it's like, okay, if it's these 6, sign me up. That's a pretty fair elite, pretty elite final group. But
is it like the 4 Hendricks, Blaney, and Briscoe?
So I would say Blaney, and I would say Hamlin. I would say Bell.
Bell's so weird because he was so awesome, and then he died.
And Bell's one that's he's kind of on the fence. Like if he misses the Final 4 because of one of the other guys in my top 6 or whatever, he hasn't lit the world on fire enough to say that he should be a shoo-in for the Final 4. But like we saw today, more bad luck impacted him. Got hit by a car in the pits that it wasn't his fault.
Like he has the second best average finish of the year, but it's also like, what has he done in the last like 2 months outside? Like didn't he almost win a race recently? Or am I tripping?
Trying to think.
But outside of that, he's kind of been nowhere more times than not.
Probably was it Richmond? Did he run well? I can't remember. So yeah, I think you're right. I think he was somewhere up there. Larson's another guy. Like he was good early, but he's really kind of been very average of late. So honestly, I would say Larson should be a Final Four guy, but I wouldn't even call him a shoe-in either. So if I had to say,
his soul got stolen doing the double.
yeah, no kidding.
He's been there. He had the. Didn't he have one good? He's had like one or two good races since then. Like he was good at Daytona last week, but like he's been really bad since then.
But yeah, if I had to pick the 6 guys where I would be like, okay, these are the 6 that I think should determine the Final Four. I'm throwing Briscoe in that mix. He has been really good lately, and under other championship formats that they've used or could use, he would be right up there in the mix. He's been that good. So I would say Briscoe, Hamlin, probably throw Larson in, Byron, Blaney, and then Bell. I think those would be my 6. You could make a case for Chase Elliott. They've been more consistent. They have limited the really bad finishes, but they haven't shown the race winning speed outside of maybe a couple of races. So he would
one's better. No one's better at finishing somewhere between 8th and 20th than Chase Elliott.
It feels that way.
I did see a case earlier this year where it was like, even though the like new format sucks, like I follow on Twitter the Winston Cup standings.
Yep.
And it's fascinating because like, and actually I pulled up right now, the top 5 are separated by 72 points, but Chase Elliott is leading, and he does have the best average finish this year, but he also only has 7 top 5s compared to 11 for Briscoe, 11 for Byron, 11 for Hamlin, 11 for Blaney. The one win, he doesn't have a pole. He's got a bajillion top 10s. Obviously, he had a top 20 streak right until like about a month ago that was all year, and then it finally got broken. So I saw someone make the case like, yes, this format sucks, but I think even how you say like winning just needs to be like, if they just tweaked it to where it was a combination of like an old format plus winning meant more, because like you wouldn't say just on paper Elliott has had the best season, even though he has the best average finish. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, to me, the old system, you got consistency is important and wins are down here. But if you just make wins like that, just give way more points for a win and the rest will fall into place. Like you can still be consistent, but if you win and that kind of offsets like a 25th place finish, it shouldn't be that hard. So I still say you go back 21 years, keep the same system, but just award a lot more points for first over second, and you'll have a much better format. So, and as I look right now, Chase Briscoe tied for the lead in top 5s, second best average finish this season. He's certainly turned himself into a championship contender. From a top 5 perspective, it's Briscoe, Hamlin, Larson. Those are the top 3. From a top 10 perspective, you're looking at Larson, Hamlin, Bell, Blaney as the top 4. Average finish, you're looking at Briscoe, Hamlin, Elliott, Bell. Yeah, so to me, I kind of look in each category and I pick the top 6. And if your name is in most of the lists, I say you're the guy that earns that. And then there's there's the wins category. I guess Denny Hamlin and Shane Van Gisbergen should be in the Final Four
There you go.
because of their number of wins only. But
Do-
yeah, even though Larson's been kind of struggling of late, he still has 4 top 6 finishes in the last 7 races, and that's better than a lot of guys can say. So
He's definitely fit. He's definitely back on track.
yeah, I would definitely say Larson is in my Final Four caliber.
With the most,
Yeah.
last thing here, with the
Yeah.
most,
But
most.
yes, if I say right now, who do I think would be like my championship favorite? I don't hate saying Blaney, but if I take Penske out, I don't know. Kind of feels like this could be a Hamlin year finally, and I would be okay with it. I'm not a Hamlin guy. I would like to see him win a championship.
He's
He
there's
deserves one, and let's make it happen. But another thing though, honestly, the way he's going right now, you know who also is pretty darn good at Phoenix? Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe. He really is.
His first career win that was there a few
Yeah.
years ago.
There
is a world, Joe.
Yeah. No, Briscoe's absolutely in it to win this. To win it. They're for real. Last thing, the funniest outcome, low key, would be if the 2:23:11 guys in Hamlin were 3 of the Final Four.
Yeah.
With all the shit that's gone down.
Honestly, when I look at just speed, I think both of them are, the 2311 cars, they have the speed to be top 8 guys. Bubba's speed has honestly been more impressive than Reddick's of late. I look at Reddick, and he has 3 top 10s in the last 9 races. Some bad luck along the way, but tonight was a championship performance for Tyler Reddick. He should have he got wrecked in turn 1. He just didn't wreck.
Yeah, somehow. No shit.
In the first corner of the first lap. And he bounced back to almost have a chance to win it in the final corner. That's I think I saw he made 53 points today. If he ends up in the garage with Josh Berry, that's a 50-point night down the drain. And right now he is sitting 35 above. He could easily be 15 below and in a dire situation. Instead, he's in a good spot. And the next couple weeks, to me, next week probably feels like a Penske week. I think Penske will be really good next week. Hamlin, I expect him to be competitive. Bell should be pretty good. Do you remember what happened at Gateway last year? It was a regular season race.
Yeah, it was the Penske's at the end, and Blaney ran out of gas, and Austin Cindric won.
Yeah. So Cindric, he didn't get the finish that he
was legitimately up there though that whole day. So it's not like
12th,
it was.
I guess he finished about where he ran, but he was kind of like 7th to 12th most of the night. He's sitting plus 11, plus 12 right now, and he gets to go to a really good track this week. So Austin Cindric probably he's probably one of the guys that is the most happy coming out of Darlington. Just the fact that there were enough guys that had other trouble, and then looking at what's on the schedule. Bristol, I don't get the sense that Penske's quite as good as Bristol as they are on the flat, shorter tracks. But this week, I feel really good about Blaney, and I think Cindric should be in a position to capitalize on his good points day here. And honestly, after the first race of the round, seeing the bottom 4 of Logano, Dillon, Bowman, Berry, that all makes sense. I would not say I thought Alex Bowman would get out of the first round just based on Hendrick's speed. And I usually feel like if you're 8th, 9th, 10th in points, you can point your way out of the first round pretty easily. But he had an awful night. He had all kinds of troubles.
Anytime I turned on the race,
he still finished 31st. So that he had a disaster in the pits that really set him behind. And
I was gonna say, anytime didn't they have a gun that died or something? like that.
Somebody did. Was it him or?
Anytime I
was.
turned the race on, Bowman
Yeah, he had a
was
40-second pit stop.
anytime I
Under
turned the race
green.
on, Bowman was like in disaster. I was like, oh shit, not his day.
But yeah, Bowman was what, 19 back? That's a big hole for them. I don't see Shane Van Gisbergen running well enough the next 2 weeks to stay above. So honestly, if it's Logano, Dillon, Barry, and Van Gisbergen the first 4 out, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling pretty good about the field that we just eliminated. I don't want to see the possibility of Logano somehow 17th average finish, pointing as, average finishing 17th his way to a championship again this year. So I just want to see him out. And I like Joey. I have no problem with Joey. I do not want to see that again like last year. So get him out of there. But again, like the other Penske cars, he should be pretty good this week. And Bristol, he'll probably be pretty good there too.
Oh, well. All right.
Could be intriguing. I'll be at Kansas. I bought my Kansas tickets.
Hell yeah.
For later in the month, since it's now September.
Will you be, that'll be interesting. See where you'll be at that night. I'll
have a game Friday night, and then we'll take off Saturday morning, so be able to get it all done.
Is it a Saturday race?
No, we're going down for Xfinity too.
Okay, gotcha.
And then catching a Super 8.
There you go. Love that. All right, that'll do it for the show tonight. We're back, boys and girls. We thank y'all for hanging out with us. That's my guy, Nick. I'm Joe the Show. Winkle. We'll see you guys next week. This has been the Educate Ignorance Podcast. We'll be back next Sunday night. Remember, the Substack, Golden Ticket Show on Thursday, weekend warm-up on Friday. Card Subject to Change coming out this week with a new episode, and I'll be on it. Can't wait for that. A lot of cool stuff. We thank everybody for hanging out with us. Thanks as always to Nick. Remember, if you ain't got your game, you best pass the sticks. Football is back, folks, and so are we. We'll see you next time. We're out, y'all. Peace.